And, from there, I actually met someone at like my first, contract role that said, hey, you might want to look into cybersecurity, which was probably right around the same time that you started looking into it, it sounds like. And I had never heard of it, before then. He was also trying to get into it. He was studying for his CISSP at the time, never heard of it. And so I started looking into it. So I picked up the Security Plus book and I couldn't put it down, which is something big for me because I'm not a big, book reader, right? Like, I don't know, right? Like it has to kind of captivate me a certain way. So like the nerd in me was just like really, you know, full on OCD, curious, learning about all this stuff in security. So I figured, okay, let's make sure that security is the place that I want to be. So I went and picked up a Network Plus book and I literally couldn't make it past chapter 1. I would fall asleep every single time, didn't matter where I was. I would literally be reading it, at work when I'm not on meetings, not doing work. And I'd fall asleep. And my boss walks by. He goes, hey, you can't be like sleeping at work, man. And I'm like, I don't even know what happened. Like I got a full night of sleep. Networking just bores the hell out of me. I can't do it. Right. Like, so put that down, gave it away. Right. And then just dove headfirst into security. And your experience with the offensive side of security, where you have to have like that unending curiosity, that also like piqued my interest because I got my master's in cybersecurity, obviously, maybe not obviously, but and a part of it was actually like you do one semester and you're basically a blue team where you're hardening a network. And then the next semester, you're the red team and you're trying to break into that blue team network that you like just hardened. You just figured out how to do all that stuff. And you have to be so curious, you know, like you have to have an unending, you know, quench for learning new stuff and figuring it out. And I remember very clearly, right, one of my like final projects was getting root on an iPhone or an Android device. Right. So I started off with an iPhone because I'm like, well, I want to make it a little bit more difficult for myself. Could not do it. Try to get root via Bluetooth, which is, now looking back on it is pretty stupid. Like that should never even be possible, but I knew that it was possible on Android. And so I purposefully chose iPhone to be like, okay, well, like, let's try it, And after, I don't know, it might have been 36 hours of trying it on iPhone, that like I completely gave up, right? Switch over to Android, got it in 20 minutes. And I'm like, wow, okay, I am literally never going to use an Android device for anything, But like you have to have that curiosity, like going through that, right? Like I didn't sleep for 36 hours, 30 hours, like whatever it was. Because one, I'm a terrible procrastinator. So like I waited until the last minute to do it. But two, it was like that curiosity factor where it's like, well, why isn't this working? Like it should work, right? Like I'm doing the right stuff. I have the right access. Like, what am I doing wrong? And sure enough, Apple actually like has security built into their OS, to some degree that made it impossible for that attack to proceed.
Yeah, I was going to say I wouldn't want to test the iPhone either. That would be such a
Yeah,
pain.
yeah. No wonder they pay such good bug bounties because it's like there's so much work that goes into it. I mean, I was trying it like we were dating at the time, my now wife. I was testing it even on her phone. Like I tested on iPads and stuff. And I was like, man, I'm going to brick her phone. Like I just met her 3 months ago, like she's going to hate me. Like it was so crazy.
Oh, that's funny. Hey, sounds like it worked out in the end though.
Yeah. Yeah, it worked out to some degree.
Maybe that impressed her. You never know.
Yeah, I don't know, the sleepless nights of me trying to like hack something, making it look like I don't know, I'm a whole lot more dangerous with a keyboard than I actually am probably.
Yeah, no, I can relate to the sleepless nights. I did the OSCP back in 2019, got the certification, but the night of the exam, I have never had such a test of willpower in my life when I was writing that exam report. And every fiber of my body was screaming like, just go to bed. This isn't worth it. And I'm like, but I've got the points, like finish it. But
Yeah.
it's amazing, like when you're actually thrown into the thick of things, how powerful those human urges can get.
Yeah.